There's always
but
like
we've
that
never
one
met.
guy who dislikes the video immediately when you post. He's like
Oh,
dedicated to hating you.
I
There's
have
always that
18
one
of them.
guy.
I have 18.
Yeah.
No one. I have 18.
Yeah, I have a couple for sure. Always like clockwork. I'm like, how are you awake? Like this isn't even my regular posting
Yeah,
schedule,
what are
and
you
here
doing?
you are.
Is
To
this coming from a
and
Discord group? The way this is
yeah,
written is, yeah.
yeah. This is the
I don't
group
even know
that
what it is.
you were potentially going to be in.
I am
Like,
in there.
Is it the
are
group
you?
I was invited to?
Yeah, I think the same one.
I left that thing.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
we
know how
have
to
like
use Discord.
we have mutual friends in it, but they you talk to them outside of the Discord now, so it's not like you would need to be in there to get this information now
It's
anyways.
very unorganized Discord groups. But I get
Yeah.
tagged the
I'm a
messages, so I
forum guy.
reply.
I don't know how to do this. I'm a forum guy. I'll always be a fun forum guy. I can't. I don't
I
know how to
like
use Discords.
I
People
like
are
face to
talking in
face.
voice messages and that stuff, right? They send voice messages.
No, I haven't seen anybody
Just
do that.
typing.
They just
There's
yeah.
another thing that where people send voice messages in like a chat, like a group chat. I don't know what.
There's a just like there's a More Plates More Dates subreddit, there's a More Plates More Dates Discord that I was not aware of until fairly recently, but they put a lot of I think it skews really young there though, because there's a lot of really immature behavior there to the point where it's like I don't visit as much as they'd probably like me to, but they do. There are a lot of guys on there that put in like really good video ideas, and sometimes it's cool to go back and forth with some of them. A lot of them just like, post ridiculous shit, but some of them are actually like, fairly in line with my interests, like obviously as fans of the channel. And I get the sense some of them skew like really young. They're like part of my really young demographic there, which is cool to see that many people in one place. But it's in general, it's like a good place for me to accumulate ideas of what to post. I've actually come up with some of my best videos recently from some of their suggestions. So Discord isn't all bad, that's for sure.
It's just find it hard to read. Like it's difficult the structure, where maybe I just have to get used to the structure.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of different types of categories of topics, and then if you want to see something that happened even 10 minutes ago and there's a lot of people talking, like good luck. It's way gone.
No, it was just
shoots up. So like for me, what I go to the Discord and I filter by my name, and then I see like, oh, this is where somebody mentioned me, let's look at that. This is where somebody mentioned me, let's look at that.
I did that, but I didn't really like what I read.
Yeah. So like, especially, it's kind of funny how they'll invite you to the group and then not realize you can filter by them shit talking you. So
yeah. I still love you guys.
The same group that I was invited to, Steve. You saw them shit talking you there?
Yeah.
The Lab Rat group?
I think so, yeah.
Oh man, I was
some
anyway.
There's always token guys there that don't like you though. Like I have friends that are there. I've met some of the best patient care coordinators I have from there. Very intelligent group, but there's always like one or two guys who's like,
I went in there.
Eric, he's an idiot, like blah blah blah. And it's like I can say your shit, Yeah.
I went in there. The first thing they said was like, I'm not gonna name who, but they were like, the invitation came from some random guy. You didn't tell me about it, Derek. Some random guy messaged me randomly, and he's like, hey, we have a secret club for you. And he's like, listen, there are important people here. Tony Hughes is here, and some other people are here. I was like, what am I going to learn there? So I go in the thing, and then I look at it, and it's like, it's like a bunch of people that think they're really special, trying to communicate. I don't know. And plus
there are some really intelligent guys there that you are friends with now. So obviously, some of them are highly intellectual, but there are a lot that are just there to fuck around, and some will be shit talking you too. So
I'm not interested.
Yeah, that's such a shame.
It's unnecessary. We can read academic papers.
And then sometimes the same guys that comment on your channel are highly praising you, and then somewhere else they're talking.
Yeah. I've seen people literally comment publicly on my video something good, and then I'll be watching another guy's video, and it'll be a comment from, I recognize the YouTube comment, and it's like that guy shit talking me on the other video. I'm like, bro, this is public.
Why do people act like that online? It's weird, especially
I
when
think people develop an unhealthy relationship with YouTubers.
Yeah.
And it's so what I noticed, like I got on YouTube in the beginning, right? And like people that know you a little bit through Instagram or before they knew me through Tony YouTube or Derek mentioned me here and there. So that those are the early adopters, right? Very nice people. They find you from the beginning. Then as the audience grows, you start getting a couple guys that like your content, not all the content. And then in the beginning, like, oh, I can't believe that this is for free, right? You see those comments all the time. You're amazing. Thank you for everything you do. And then over time, those comments change because they start to see you as a friend or something like that. Or they put a lot of pressure on you where you're somehow dictating what they're going to do next in their PED journey. And then they hear something they don't like. And then they turn into their worst enemy. Like, it's my fault. But I've never met these people. And I'm always wondered, like, what kind of relationship are you developing with me?
There's always like that one guy who dislikes the video immediately when you post. He's like dedicated to hating you. There's always 18. That one guy.
I have 18. Yeah. No one. I have 18.
Yeah, I have a couple for sure. Always like clockwork. I'm like, how are you awake? Like, this isn't even my regular posting schedule, and here you are. Here you are. But anyways, there's those guys who just hate you for like whatever. But then there's the individuals who like used to say positive stuff and they slowly transition into hating you. Sort of like, I don't know, maybe the transition you mentioned, Steve. But it's interesting because if you take their username and you plug it into your Creator Studio, sort by comments, you can visually see the progression of them hating you more and more over the year of commenting.
Right.
So you can see their first comment they ever posted on your channel. Like, oh, this is a great video, blah, blah, blah. 2 months later, it's like, fuck Derek, he's a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah.
I didn't know you could do that.
No, so so that's what I do now. Sometimes I see like a disrespectful comment and I search the username to see.
Yeah, you can see like what his mind progression has been over the past year watching your stuff, and you'll see the guys who hate you will comment a lot. So you can see back to like 2 years ago, even they'll be like a fanboy, and then all of it they like start transitioning slowly into like hating your guts until by the end of it they're like posting bullshit on like every video.
It's so weird, and it's I don't think it's anything that we do. It's just an unhealthy relationship that people develop with us. Because we're on YouTube almost every day, right? And people see, and especially during COVID, I think a lot of people develop an unhealthy relationship with the people that they follow, because they see us under time, but they don't see their own friends all the time.
Yeah, but
some people think that. Some people think if we make a mistake, like in something that I don't know, like a fact that they knew and you didn't know, all of a sudden they don't think you're a credible source of information anymore, and then they start to think like, oh, can I trust this guy? And then they start looking for holes in your shit.
Bro, I keep getting that, but they're posting incorrect stuff, saying you're wrong, this is right, and then I'm like, no, it's not. Like, if correct me, I've gotten like I've gotten 3 comments or 4 comments that were proper corrections. One came from your employee a long time ago, not a correction. He told me about Nebivolol. I never heard about it. So I was really grateful, and that's why I remembered him. And then later, I didn't like him anymore. But when I first saw it, I was like, oh, he's a nice guy. Thank you so much. So I remembered him. But most of the comments I get they're correcting me, but the shit they're writing is wrong. Like, no, Telmisartan, PPR Delta, you'll lose weight, bro. You don't know about that? Like, no, man. Why are you correcting me? Go read. I always just say, go read, and I hide the user permanent. Go read, hide. I'm like, this is too much. But the other thing is this, bro. I sometimes get comments now. I'm like, where did this even come from? Like, 2 days ago, I got a comment. You're such a beta male, Leo. What gave you that idea? What do I see? I mean, maybe I seem like one because I have books, but I mean, why would you think that? And then why would you say it? And why would you send it? Like, what were you thinking? But at the same time, I wouldn't blame the viewers for developing a relationship, because honestly, it happened to me. Like, I honestly thought of Palumbo as like my uncle for like 5 years. I love Palumbo. I loved him so much, bro. When that other bodybuilder did something wrong to him, I can't remember what his name is, Bob Chick. I was so mad. I had nothing to do with it. I thought they attacked Palumbo. This guy is such a good guy, old guy. He's sitting there. He has, living in Florida, doesn't have much going on, and people are attacking him. I was like defending him. Little do you know, you get to know the guy. He's not what you thought. So I understand like developing a thing, and I hope that viewers never think that I don't care about them. I don't check my DMs, by the way, guys. So there's just too many messages. So I hope you never get offended.
I do care, but I always wonder where the progression is coming from when the quality of the content that we produce is just getting better and better and better. And are we going to be right all the time? No, but the science and the experience that we acquire over the years is going to change also. So overall, the content is getting better. But at one point, everybody's going to be wrong about something, and but you can hold us accountable to being wrong about one thing or mispronouncing. Like I mispronounce all the time.
Let's talk about that, Derek. About the thing that people have been accusing you of now about the children. So the epigenetics and the children. So that's a good one. So I want to clear this up for people. So